I know I don't see what I think I see back there. Buddy, what are you doing? Why? Why? If this harvest isn't big, this farm might not make it. Today, everything is riding on the 322 acres of corn we have to harvest. We are on field number 1 of 3 fields. This is the smallest of the 3. The biggest is 192 acres. This one's about 44, and the one beside it's about 80. We're using two 9770 STS combines. They both have 18 row corn heads. These are 18 row 30 in spacing, so they are monstrous heads. They're honestly probably a little much for these combines because these combines, I believe, only had about 350 horsepower or so. So probably a little bit overkill for these combines, but we're making it work. So these combines make 360 horsepower. So I was 10 off. I was pretty close. That's pretty good for a guesstimation. This is going really quick. I mean, these corn heads make quick work of these fields. So that's what we need, because we don't have much time to complete this harvest. We need it done pretty quick. Our yields, not that great. We are deep in the orange. So we're not even in the yellow. So our yields are not that great, at least for this field. We won't know until we punch into the other 2 fields what they're going to look like. But I hope they look better than what this field is, because this is not going to be a great harvest if the other 2 fields look this bad, especially that big 193 acre field. All right, so we are running the corn up into the farmyard. We're putting it into the bin site. We're going to wait until the market comes up a little bit to start selling, because the market is not great right now, and we're trying to maximize our profits here. So we're going to wait until commodity prices are a little bit better. We are running 2 trucks. However, we are right next to the farm, so it's not that big of a deal right now because we are right next to the bin site. However, when we go to harvest the almost 200 acre field, then we might get bottlenecked a little bit. I don't think the trucks are going to be able to keep up. The passes are really long in this field, so the combines may even have a little bit of trouble initially breaking through, because I don't think one combine's going to be able to make it down the middle to open the field up without having to swap with another. I think the passes are going to be too long. Yeah, you can see how long these passes are, and our combines are already at 85-90% when they're getting to the end of this field, so they're going to have probably no shot in the next field. The next field is 29, so on those really long rounds, yeah, they're like almost double what these ones are. So we're going to probably have to do the old swap-a-roo in the middle of the field with the 2.
It's not a game, it's a rage thing.
So let's talk about these Gearinghoff corn heads here for a second. Probably a lot of people really haven't seen anything this big, because most guys only run the 12 or 16 are your 2 most popular sizes. So these are 18 row 30 inch, so that's 45 feet. And this isn't even the biggest head Gearinghoff makes. They make a 24 row 30 inch spacing. The thing is 60 foot wide. It's a monster of a corn head. And that thing is totally designed for like the AF11, the X9 1100. So like the 2 biggest combines on the market, at least from Case and Deere. That header is totally aimed at those 2 machines. I mean, the thing's an absolute monster. And when I was looking at pictures of them, some of them seem to have like little wheels on the ends of them, like for support when you lift it up. And some of them don't have those, which is kind of interesting to me. You'd think that all the models would have to come with it, because 60-foot corn head, that's a big header. And that's a lot of like stress when you have no support on the ends. Because when you watch the ones that don't have the wheels, the support wheels, and it lifts up, it like droops down like quite a bit on the ends because there's nothing there, which is it's quite interesting actually. And I kind of think that, you know, final production model, I don't know where they're at in production because I haven't really seen a whole lot of these things, and there's not really a ton on YouTube. There's a couple out there, videos of these things. I feel like the end product is probably gonna have like the support wheels on the ends because it just, I don't know, it seems like a lot of stress, a lot of weight you're putting. I feel like the feeder house, you're also putting a lot of pressure and stress on that as well to pick that thing up. So it's about to get dark out. We are opening up the second field here. We're gonna push to get done tonight. That's asking a tall order here because we still have about 270-ish acres left, 260. So that's a tall order, but I think we can get it as long as nothing breaks down. I know I don't see what I think I see back there. Buddy, what are you doing? Why can we not go one day around here without driving into something? Trees, trucks, doesn't matter around here. So we have parked the other combine for the night. John Deere, they're not going to send anybody out at this time of night. We're going to have to wait on them to come out in the morning and see what they want to do about this header. Hopefully they can just get us another header and we can get back to picking corn here. So yeah, we're going to be down a combine and only running one now. So much for finishing tonight. Looks like that's not going to happen now. Yeah, he definitely did a number on this head. Wow. Yeah, I don't even want to know what this is going to cost to fix this. They may just total this header out. All right, so it's the next morning. It's like about 10 o'clock. We're getting started here. It rained overnight, so we decided to let it dry out a little bit. So we're going now. John Deere's over there with the other combine. They're deciding what they want to do about this. They're not gonna fix it. Like, it's screwed up the gathering chains. It's screwed up some of the deck plates. Some of the snouts are destroyed. They're not gonna fix that header, so you might as well just send me a new one. But they have a sweet service truck. I will give them that. So we're kind of just waiting on them. So the guy from John Deere asked, "How did this happen?" And it's like, "Gee, I don't know, buddy. I wasn't driving, so don't ask me. But all I know is stuff is wrecked." Like I said, look how sweet that service truck is, though. Wish it was ours. Okay, so John Deere has left. What we've done here is this header is traded in. Once we're done with this field, we're going to put the new header on. And I guess I'll just tell you, it's 2 rows more. So we're jumping up from an 18 to a 20 row header. And it's going to get even tighter here because the augers are almost too short for how big of a head we're going to run here. So we got 2 of them because this one is 13 meters wide, the 20 row is 15, and I didn't want to throw off the GPS and all that because it's going to make it a bigger mess. So it was kind of, if we get one, we got to get 2 of them just to make it easier for the GPS and setting the fields up and all that. So now we have 2 20-row headers by Gearinghoff. So we're going to be able to take 40 rows of corn at a time. This was the big 200-acre field I was talking about. You'll notice we have 4 combines in this field because we are leasing 2 S790s to kind of try out and see if we want to maybe sell our 9770 STSs for maybe newer S series. They also have the 20-row corn heads on them, and you'll notice the unload augers on these are like 28 feet, so they're much more room to work with here. All right, so we're working on getting everything set up here. We have 4 Edison trucks, 4 Super Bs, 4 combines, 2 carts, 80 rows of corn. This is about to get absolutely wild. All right, and let's begin. Let's see what happens here. Make sure our row spacing. Yep, well, row spacing looks good. So we're gonna start with the two S series. Are gonna be in the front because I got the bigger grain tanks on them. So they will most certainly make this. We're not exactly in the deepest part of this field quite yet, because I'm actually gonna open up this field here, and then I think we're gonna come back and stage everything in between where we've opened up right here, and then we're gonna take the thumbnail picture for the video. I think is where it's gonna come from, is right here. So that's gonna take another. This is a very slow process right now because we're setting everything up, and then I'm gonna pull everybody off of a perfect setup just to take a thumbnail, but I think it's gonna look really cool. 80 rows of corn. This is insane. So now we have 4 combines, 4 carts. It didn't make any sense to only run 2 carts when we can barely make it to the end of the field with the S790s. The other 2 combines had no prayer. So instead of only running 2 carts, now everybody has a cart. Everybody can make it to the end of the field. We can turn around and keep on going down the other side. And then the carts will probably be full by then. But this is absolutely insane. We are making some serious headway here. 80 acres, or I mean 80 rows at a time is... it's a lot. I had thoughts of maybe adding a 5th combine and going for 100, but I decided to cap it at 80. So we ended up selling our cotton pickers. That video did not do very well at all. And it's not that like the video wasn't good. It had a good like click-through rate. It's just nobody really saw it. Like the algorithm never really pushed that video. So instead of doing another cotton harvest, I decided to sell all that equipment and invest in buying more carts, more tractors with the money we got from the cotton harvesters. A little bit of a progress update. I feel like we've been in this field forever at this point, but all these shorter passes are now done, and we are on to the long ones. So this, if we set all 4 combines up, it should probably only take about 3 rounds out of each and probably be done actually. Do our last like 2 passes here. You'll see this header is edited to go 20 miles an hour because I just want to be done with this because I have spent it's like what, 1 o'clock in the morning now. I've spent the better half of about 10 hours playing, 12 hours, something like that. Time played, yeah, 4 hours just on this session alone. So when I say I've been doing this for about 12 hours, I'm not lying. Like, this is literally taken forever. But in my defense, we did harvest over 300 acres of corn today. That's a lot. Okay, so we harvested 1.7 million liters of corn. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely hit that like, subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one.